We live in a time when Islam is impacting Western culture like never before. But what do we really know about it? Carolyn sat down with Rashid, the host of a popular Arabic TV show, and got some straight answers.
Rashid, thanks for the invitation to visit you today and learn more about Islam. And you host a program called Taking Off the Mask.
Exactly.
It airs on satellite television. People can also stream it on the web. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a show that we started like a year now, almost a year, and it talks about different subjects in Islam, and it's taking off the mask of Islam, exactly.
All right, take off the mask for us, because I think the average American woman doesn't really understand the religion of Islam. In fact, I was watching a women's show shortly after 9/11, where the host said that Allah and Jehovah are really just the same God. What would you say to that?
Well, it looks, for the first time, it looks like if we have the same God. That happens to me when I was a Muslim and I was reading the Bible. But when you go further and you see some attributes to God and to Allah, you will make a big difference between the two.
So Allah and Jehovah are not the same
الله إيشو مشيخة مشيخوتا مريا الله إيشو مشيخة مشيخوتا مريا الله
God.
They are not. Let me give you some examples. From the Bible we can see clearly God is love. And all the facts in the Bible are based on this fact that God is love. And all the facts in the Bible are based on this fact that God is love. On this fact that God is love. When you go to Islam, you will not find a single verse that says God is love. When you go to Islam, you will not find a single verse that says God is love.
Now, you grew up in the Muslim culture and became a Christian. What led you to that, and how did your family respond?
Well, it's a big, I mean, it's a long story, but it started one day. I was like listening to a show in the radio, and that's the first time when I heard about Jesus. And that's the first time when I heard about Jesus. And I started like a long way of correspondence courses and comparing Christianity to Islam. At the end, I was like amazed. The gospel really is the truth. And Jesus is love, so that touched my heart. And Jesus is love, so that touched my heart, changed me totally.
Speaking of love and the different religions, we look at Islam, Americans again, who don't necessarily understand, and we don't understand all the violence that we see around this religion on sometimes the most innocuous things, like a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad. To us, most of our political and religious leaders will end up as a cartoon. But to see that sort of caricature of the Prophet Muhammad means what to the Islamic people?
הם מכחישים את השואה, ואני החלטתי, במקום סתם להתעצבן, להחזיר להם, להכחיש את הנצרות. נכון? אני לא צוחק, מישהו צריך ללמד אותם לקח. זה מה שאנחנו עושים כאן עכשיו. מדי ערב אנחנו מכחישים כל מיני דברים שהכנסייה הנוצרית אומרת לכם. אתה זוכר, אתמול הכחשנו את זה שישו הלך על המים? נכון. הנה הסרט השני.
הנוצרים מספרים לכם שמריה, אמו של ישו, הייתה בתולה. אבל זה לא נכון. ההוכחה לכך היא פשוטה. שיוחנן המטביל היה תוקע לה במפתיע.
Friends, we live in a world dominated by great differences and a vast variety of interests. When I stand before you today, it is because I want to tell you that the differences between our cultures never should prevent fruitful dialogue. Therefore, I say that one does not need to denigrate that which is holy to others to emphasize the sanctity of freedom of speech. I am not a religious man myself, but still I can respect the people in this world who love Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him.
Not so long ago, we had a newspaper bringing deep and profound insult to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Actually, who did this was just a small group of people, and we will find them wherever we go. We will find people who hate Islam. We will find people who will do anything to defile Islam. What we should know, nevertheless, is that a lot of good came out of this incident. They have plans, and Allah has plans, and Allah is the best of planners. So now we see people coming into Islam in Denmark in numbers that we have never seen before. When I took Shahada nearly 25 years ago, we were only about 10 or 15 of original Danish Muslims. Today, there are thousands and thousands of Muslims of Danish origin. And every week I have coming into my office 2, 3 or 4 people to take Shahadat Islam. Alhamdulillah. So they thought that by defiling our noble Prophet Muhammad